Hello, learners. This is a series of topics on Indian astronomy, and the topic of the today's lecture is Samvatsara. So, we will discuss in detail about Samvatsara. Samvatsara is basically the Indian calendar system. So, we must also understand the historical background. The basis of the Roman or Christian calendar system is tropical solar year. In this system, the time taken by the sun to complete one revolution along the ecliptic, taking vernal equinox, that is first point in Aries or Mesh zodiac, is taken as one tropical year. This is also known in Indian astronomy as one Sayana Sauravarsh. What is Sayana Sauravarsh? The duration of a Sayana Sauravarsh is 365.24219 days. In daily use, it is rounded to 365 days. Therefore, Julius Caesar added one extra day, that is 29th of February, after every 4 years to compensate for the 0.24219 factor, also making it a leap year having 366 days in all in that particular year. The total number of months in a year is 12. Therefore, all 365 days are to be distributed among these 12 months. As an outcome, some months would have 30 days while some others would have 31 days. Julius Caesar has fixed July as having 31 days in his own honor in 44 BCE. His successor, Emperor Augustus, named the next month also having 31 days in his own honor as August. Thus, due to having two consecutive months as 31 days, July and August, the February month was cut short by 2 days from 30 to 28. However, as a leap year, it does have 29 days in all. This arrangement of days and months in a calendar was called Julian calendar. This is followed by Gregorian calendar. So, what is a Gregorian calendar system? The Julian calendar has reduced the error between a civil year and a tropical year. Still, the error remained there up to an axis of 0.00781th of a day. This equals to 11 minute 14.78 seconds over the tropical year. Due to this per day error, this got accumulated to 0.781th of a day, which equals to 18 hours 44 minutes and 38.4 seconds over a period of 100 years. The religious head of Roman Catholic Church, that is Pope Gregory XIII CE, in 16th century introduced a change in the Roman calendar. This was carried out to compensate for the aforesaid excess explained in the previous slide. This was more required because by the 16th century, the total accumulated excess in a civil year became about 10 days. So, what was prescribed in the Gregorian calendar? So, these are the changes. Number 1, the day succeeding the 4th October 1582 was fixed as 15th October 1582. That was Friday. Thus, 5th October was replaced by 15th October to eliminate the 10-day error accumulated as explained above. The weekdays and their continuity was maintained. In Julian calendar, there was a leap year every 4 years. In the Gregorian calendar, the leap year was complemented with one extra day, that is 29th of February. So, again the changes in the Gregorian calendar. This leap year would ordinarily be an year divisible by 4. However, they introduced few exceptions to this definition. The century years 1600 and 1700 etc. would be leap years only if they are divisible by 400 and not 4 as mentioned above. Thus, 1600 and 2000 CE would be the leap years, while 1700, 1800 and 1900 CE would not be. After these corrections, the error in a civil year and a tropical year was reduced to 0.1216th of a day, which equals to 2 hours 55 minutes and 6.24 seconds in the course of 400 years. This makes the error equaling a full day, that is 24 hours, in 3289.57 years, which can be easily dropped from the civil calendar. So with this historical perspective, we need to understand what was there in our Hindu calendar system, that is Samvatsara. A calendar is required to record day-to-day activities and specific events, also required for occurrences of natural events. It is used to identify a particular day of a specific month and a specific year. This is known as date, month, year format. Various calendar systems have evolved based on solar year and lunar year. This calendar system has evolved over a very long period of time since Vedic era. During various developmental phases of Indian astronomy, that is Vedic, Vedang Jyotish and Siddhantik, the Samvatsara or the Hindu calendar has gone through many refinements. There are two systems followed in the Hindu calendar. These are lunisolar, that is lunar, and pure solar, that is solar calendars. These are either tropical or sidereal solar year based on new moon and full moon concept, that is lunar year. So what is Samvatsara? Samvatsara is a Sanskrit term for 1 year in Vedic literature. It finds its mention in Rig Veda and other ancient texts. In the medieval era literature, a Samvatsara is referred to the Jovian year, that is 1 year based on the relative position of Jupiter, while the solar year is called a Varsha, which is based on sun. Jovian year is not same as a solar year. Definition. Samvatsara is defined as the time of transit the planet Brihaspati or Jupiter takes from one sign of the zodiac to the next one, which is relative to its mean position. The Surya Siddhant calculates a Samvatsara to be approximately 361 days, which is about 4.25 days shorter than that of a solar year, that is 365.25. Therefore, one complete orbit of Jupiter throughout all the 12 zodiac signs will approximately be equal to 12 solar years. So 5 Jupiter orbits, that is 12 into 5, that is 60 Samvatsara, are referred to as one Samvatsara Chakra. Each Samvatsara in this cycle is given a name. When all 60 Samvatsaras are over, the cycle starts over again. The names of all 60 Samvatsara is given in table 1. The last 2 Samvatsara cycles were completed in the Gregorian years 1926 and 1986. So what is the importance of the 60-year cycle? The 60-year cycle mentioned in the previous slide is very important and is based on the orbital time periods of Jupiter and Saturn. It is already mentioned that Jupiter completes one cycle in about 12 years, while Saturn completes it in about 30 years. The least common multiple of these orbital periods, that is 12 and 30 for Jupiter and Saturn respectively, is 60. This means after every 60 years, both Jupiter and Saturn will be positioned at the same sidereal coordinates, where they had started 60 years back. This forms the 60-year cycle. This is the list of Samvatsara as per table 1. That we can see that this is given as per the Brihaspati Chakra, that is Jovian cycle. So the first Samvatsara is Prabhava, and the last Samvatsara, that is at 60th number, that is Kshaya. Chandramana Yugadi. The lunar year starts with the first day of Chaitra or Chaitra Pratipada. This day follows the Amavasya, that is new moon, just preceding the Mesha Sankranti around April 14 every year. For example, in the Gregorian year 2011, the Chaitra Pratipada falls on April 4. That is the one which immediately follows the new moon preceding the Mesha Sankranti on April 14, 2011. Within the Gregorian calendar setup, the Chaitra Pratipada keeps changing every year according to new moon combinations of that year. It becomes therefore important to understand the conversion of the Gregorian year with the specific Samvatsara. So this is the conversion formula. If X is the Gregorian year in which the lunar Chaitra Pratipada falls, then the corresponding Kali Yuga, Kali year, is obtained as Kali is equal to X plus 3101. So if X is given as 2021, then the Kali is equal to 2021 plus 3101 is equal to 5122, which has already elapsed. Similarly, the Shalivahan Shaka year is obtained as Shaka is equal to x minus 78. If x is same as 2021, then Shaka year would be 2021 minus 78, that is 1943, which has also elapsed. So the Samvatsara number also can be obtained as the Samvatsara number is equal to remainder of x minus 1926 divided by 60 for all x greater than 1926. This is followed by matching this calculated number with the corresponding name of the Samvatsara from the table given in slide number 12, that is table 1. For example, if x is equal to 2021, because 2021 is greater than 1926, so Samvatsara, some number is equal to 2021 minus 1926 divided by 60, that is 95 divided by 60, and therefore remainder is 35. Thus, if we compare this 35, if we just refer this 35 with this table, now you can see that at 35 there is a Samvatsara with the name Plava. So here thus the Samvatsara is Plava. Note, in this calculation the year 1926-27 is taken as the benchmark, as one cycle of 60 Samvatsara ended with 1926-27. The next cycle of 60 Samvatsara ended with 1986. So 1986 minus 1926 is equal to 60. Therefore, for any x greater than 1986, this gives us 2021 minus 1986 is equal to 35. Also gives the same answer. In this case, the remainder is not divided by any number. Again, we refer to one example. Find the Kali year, Shak year and Samvatsara number for the year 1954, lunar year 1954-55. If therefore x equal to 1954, therefore Kali year would be equal to x plus 3101 is equal to 1954 plus 3101. This will give me 5055, which has already elapsed, and Shaka year would be x minus 78, that is 1954 minus 78, that is 1876, which has also elapsed. Then some number is equal to x minus 1926 is equal to 1954 minus 1926 is equal to 28. As x is equal to 1954 lies between 1926 and 1986. The sum number is equal to 28 corresponds to Jaya Samvatsara as per the table 1. Now, solar calendar. Pure solar calendar is also used among Hindus. The solar sidereal year is the time taken by the sun to go round the ecliptic once with reference to the fixed stars. The solar year starts with sun entering into Mesh Rashi constellation or Mesh Sankranti. Presently it is around April 14-15. Usually sun consumes 30 degree to cover one solar month, but some months are longer while some other are shorter. This is because sun moves faster near its perigee and slower near its apogee. Solar year commences from Saur Vaishakha and ends with Saur Chaitra. This relationship between lunar and solar months systems is given in the next slide. Now in this slide we can see on the top we give Chandramas and on the bottom we give Surya Sankranti. So if we refer to Chaitra and Vaishakh, so full Chaitra and half of Vaishakh will constitute, in the case of Surya Sankranti, it will constitute Mesh Mas. So accordingly we can see that. Understanding months names. Every month the moon remains in a specific nakshatra exactly on the Purnima, full moon. The name of that lunar month is fixed according to the name of that nakshatra. Example, when sun is in first zodiac, that is Mesha Rashi, and its first nakshatra is Ashwini, then same day the moon or Purnima shall remain exactly opposite to sun, that is in Chitra nakshatra. Therefore, the first lunar month will be called Chaitra. Next Purnima, the moon will advance further after covering 2.25 nakshatra, that is in Vaishakha nakshatra. Hence, the next month will be called Vaishakha. This way, the names of lunar months are fixed as Chaitra, Vaishakh, Jyeshtha, Ashadh, Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, Kartik, Margshirsh, Paush, Magh and Falgun. The concept of Ayana. In the lunar month of Margshirsh, the sun enters into Makara Rashi and follows an upward movement path along the ecliptic. This is known as Uttarayan Gati of sun and lasts for 6 months. In other words, it keeps on going up for 6 months from Makar Sankranti around 14-15 January. For next 6 months, the sun follows a downward movement path along the ecliptic, which starts from Ashadh and lasts up to the day preceding the Makar Sankranti. This complete passage of sun across six lunar months is called 2 ayanas. The complete passage of sun adding the 2 ayanas is called Hayana. The advent of sun in Margshirsh is known as Agrahayana. So what are the different Samvatsara in India? Vikram Samvatsara, also called Vikram Samvat. This is a North Indian almanac which started in 57 BC and is also called the Vikram era. This is related to the Bikrami calendar and is linked to Vikramaditya. The year starts from the month of Vaishakh. Shak Samvat, the most widely accepted Shak era, dates to 78 AD. It is also called Shak era, a system quite common in South Indian regions. The government of India, for all official purposes, uses the Shak Samvat in conjunction with the Gregorian calendar system. So this is the conceptualization of Vikram Samvat as per the Saur mass system. So you can see Varsh Arambh, there is a vertical line known as Varsh Arambh. Now in this vertical line, the right hand side of the Varsh Arambh line, there is half of Chaitra. So it is in the Vikram Samvat, the half of Chaitra month is counted, and next the Varsh Arambh will be on the right hand side of this figure. So the last month will be Fagun. So then the sun will be in the Meena Rashi, and here the sun is in the Mesh Rashi. Different Samvatsara in Indian subcontinent. Shak Samvat in Southeast Asia, this is found in Indonesia, and the Shak era of 78 CE is found to be profusely used by them. In the mainland South Asia, the earliest use of Shak calendar system is Shak 533, which belongs to 611 CE. In Sumatra region of Indonesia, 3 dates in Shak 604, that is in 682 CE, is found to be the earliest use of the Shak era. The Samvatsara calendar system remained popular among the Hindus right from its inception to the 15th century, and thereafter also migrated to Bali. So calendar systems in Indian subcontinent: Veer Nirvan Samvat calendar, lunar calendar, that is with the Jain Matavalambi. Buddhist calendar is Buddhist. Then Tibetan calendar is there in Tibet, Ladakh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, etc. Pavukon calendar in Bali. Balinese Shaka calendar again in Bali. Chula Sakarat, this is in Myanmar. Thai solar calendar in Thailand. Thai lunar calendar in again Thailand. Khmer calendar in Cambodia. Lunar Gregorian months and seasons. Now you can see that this table has got 4 columns. The first column is name of the lunar months, that is Fagun Chaitra, as we have seen in the previous figure when we compare the Vikram Samvat with the Saur Maas. So half Fagun and half Chaitra will be the mid-March, mid-May, and the name of the zodiac Rashi will be Meen and Mesh, and the season will be Vasant. So this way we have got 6 seasons spread over 12 months. So by incorporating 2 different months in for every season. So starting from Fagun Chaitra, we start with the Vasant season, and last season is Paush Magh. Then we witness the winter season, that is a Shishira season. Thank you very much.